So today I'll be talking about how Funded X breaching me completely ruined my psychology, and I'm hopefully trying to help everyone that is with Funded X or has been breached by Funded X to just try help them, because it is a terrible feeling getting falsely breached. This was in July 2025. I'll also be talking about the psychological impact of having a personal account which the monetary value you cannot handle, and the monetary value affects your trading performance overall. So there's two main topics I'll be talking about in this video. So yeah, the 7.5k breach completely ruined me. I was coming off a really good start to the year, racked up about 20k from ACG this month. I had 400k in funding at this point, and then had a lot of phase 2s too. So I had about 3 phase 2s I was working on, and then completely spiraled in June. My personal account portfolio value was extremely high. I couldn't handle the number on the screen, which was a factor in this. And it's so clearly evident because below here, my personal account was below 5 figures. And then as we got to June, I had invested all my payout money into my personal. And you could clearly tell I couldn't handle that monetary aspect of the personal account. I still managed to receive a few payouts this month because I cycled my accounts, which was smart. But then July, I got breached on Funded X, 7.5k AUD. Just struggled to find momentum again after that. Completely was devastated. Yeah, and then kind of just took it slow these months. I was literally a break-even trader. Just couldn't find myself to get back on my feet. And you can see here my personal account in July 2025 was $37,000. And this, for some people, this can be a lot of money. For some people, this is nothing, and you wouldn't even blink an eye if you lost money. But for me at the time, risking 1% on this account, I couldn't handle the losses. I was losing $370, give or take. Every loss I'd make, that was 2 days of a normal job. I was 19 years old at the time. I couldn't handle losing that money when I was trading. And it completely spiraled my trading. It hindered my performance. I knew what I was doing clearly. Look at these months here. I had a account below 5 figures here, and then as soon as I get the 10 figures, the 5 figures, sorry, I just spiral. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle seeing the losses, and that was clearly evident. Yeah, my main point here is to just trade a personal account, which you're not going to blink an eye if you lose. This is only a small portion of my actual net worth at the time too, so, well, not a small portion, but it wasn't my full net worth at the time, so I thought I could handle the losses, but I couldn't. I couldn't handle it. I didn't like seeing the losses. It was completely messing my psychology. And then, FTMO got breached here from max drawdown. Didn't even win a trade. Just completely got breached. I got breached down here. It didn't even hit my max loss. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, just completely lost that. A lot of phase 2s, as I mentioned, literally would have had $1 million in funding if I just had a 5% month. So that was really disappointing for me. I lost so much momentum. I was considering going full-time at this point. If I had $1 million in funding, that's literally, you're chilling. You can cycle your time frames, but I'm glad that didn't happen, because if a losing streak did occur for me while I was full-time, I wouldn't have known how to handle it, because I'd never been through a huge losing streak. Here, my max drawdown would have probably been 5%, if that. Whereas here, I was just losing, which was normal for my system. It was normal. Like, probabilistically, I'm gonna be losing. I'm gonna be in 15% drawdown, but I didn't understand that. I had no idea how to handle that, and I had no idea how to manage my funded accounts in a way that drawdown could survive my funded accounts. So I'd lost all my funding I'd lost my ACG in July, I think it was. And then I also got breached that Funded X in July. And then I also lost the FTMO in July. So I'd lost all of my funding. completely had zero funding at this point, just had that big personal, which I could not psychologically handle. And yeah, then I kind of just took a step back. After this October month, my personal account, I dropped my monetary value, and you could clearly see the results indicated that the monetary aspect was the thing that was holding me back. Because my performance was completely fine when I had a personal account where I was okay to lose a trade. I wouldn't blink an eye if I lost. So yeah, during these months, my max drawdown was about 4.5%. So I had a 21% return just in here, and my max drawdown was 4% throughout this whole period. And here was about 5%, and then here I would think my max drawdown would have been probably minus 20%. So yeah, this is kind of just a video to speak about how to handle these periods, which you're going to all experience in your trading. This monetary aspect, I didn't know how to handle that. Then the breaching of accounts, I didn't know how to handle that. I had no idea how to come back from that. Even though I still had funding at the time, this really impacted me because I was so persistent on becoming a full-time trader, which I'm still not. I'm still not a full-time trader, so I'm still learning. Yeah, I was really close to becoming full-time, which was really sad to see. But I hopefully can get back to getting all that momentum. I have a lot of momentum right now, but I'm just taking it slow. I'm not putting a time limit on anything, but here I was putting a time limit. I really wanted to be full-time that year, but I kind of just learned to just go with the flow and just take it slow. But yeah, hopefully this helps any of you guys. Yeah, I know I don't really have a big audience, but it's something I'm passionate about, so hopefully this helps a few people. But anyway.